Hey everybody, Brian Armitraud with the Food Leadership Group out on my porch on a snowy Easter day here in Colorado. It was 70 degrees here yesterday, snowing today. It's going to be snowing all day. Lawn's going to love it though, so I hope everybody else is warm and safe. Wanted to do a follow-up video on the decontamination procedures I put together in our house. As you may recall, if you haven't seen the video, go check it out. My wife is a pharmacist and she's going out and helping people out and getting the medicines that they need. She comes back and we put together a decontamination procedure that she's following. And that's been working very well. Not a lot of changes to that procedure. One of the things though is the masks that she's using are starting to pile up in the dirty area. So luckily I had some N95 masks around the house. And now I need to figure out, how do I reinvigorate those masks? How do I neutralize any viruses that may be present on that mask material? So I came across an article from a guy named Dr. Peter Tsai, T-S-A-I, at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. He's a researcher and he's also the inventor of the electrostatic material that goes into those masks. So he had an article on how to neutralize it, what doesn't and what does work. One of the things is heat and time. 70 degrees centigrade, so about 160 degrees, a little bit less than that, at 30 minutes. Now, obviously you could use your oven for that, but I don't want to bring dirty masks into the house. So what we're doing is letting these sit up over time in the dirty area. That in and of itself is inactivating the virus. But I'm also, as you can see here, playing around with using my grill. So what I've done is pre-warmed the grill. And what I found was I really have to keep it on pretty much the lowest setting. So it's got 3 burners. I heated it up and then turned it back to 1 burner. So it's sitting pretty good right now. Right now it's right on the money. So what I've done is I've set up 2 areas. I've set up a clean and a dirty area. You can kind of see the dirty area in the video, and I've got dirty masks over there with a wooden spoon. Over here I have a clean area. So I've got a gallon Ziploc baggie, and I've got lots of gloves and some spray sanitizer. So what I'm going to do then is show you how I'm thinking about doing this. Now keep in mind, this is only one method to do this. The whole thing is, how do you get the heat and the time? So I've got my gloves. Now the important thing, this is very true in food safety, is you always want to make sure that you are not recontaminating things. So you always need to think in terms of clean area and dirty area. How do I move the things from the dirty area, go through a process, and then move it to the clean area? So I've got my sanitizer here. I'm going to just clean these gloves. I don't really need to do this because I'm going to be touching dirty things anyway, but I want to do this just to make sure I'm in a good spot here. Keeping in mind too, one of the things with doing this outside, another advantage is that we've also seen studies now on particulates in the air, and being in a closed environment is a lot riskier because the microparticles hang out in the air. Out here the wind is swirling and the snow is blowing. Particles aren't going to be hanging around. So in here, what I've got in the grill is a pot. So it's a ceramic pot. So with this procedure, as Dr. Tsai goes through this, is that you don't want to have it in contact with hot surfaces. You're going to burn the material. So what I'm going to do is suspend a mask with a wooden spoon. Now these wooden spoons from now on are going to be designated as contaminated spoons. I'm not going to reuse them for anything else, obviously. So I'm going to string up this mask, put it in between that wooden spoon, and then suspend it inside that pot so it can get that 30-minute exposure. So over in my dirty area over here, so I've got my mask, so I'm going to suspend it like this, and then, perfect. So now it's hanging inside that pot. The ceramics of the pot are going to give a nice even heat to that mask. Now all I have to do is let that sit for 30 minutes. Great. So we'll kind of do like a Julia Child cooking show. So what do we do when that mask comes out? So I'm going to take the wooden spoon, right? So now I've got my mask that is uncontaminated. I have a gallon Ziploc bag, which I've sprayed with the sanitizer. I'm now going to take, without touching it, put my clean mask into the bag, seal it up, put that back into the clean area, and that's now good to go. I'm going to take my stick, reuse it back to the dirty ones, string these up like so. By the way, these masks are made by my cousin. They're using medical grade materials. She's making homemade masks. So I'm going to put the link in here for that too if you need some masks. She's doing an awesome job. So I am going to then put this in the pot. It's kind of touching the edges, so I'm going to squeeze it together a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. And in the next one goes. So then I'll have another gallon bag that I've cleaned and sterilized with alcohol solution, isopropyl alcohol, and then repeat this process. So a half hour for each mask. So hopefully this was helpful. Again, this is only to give you an idea of how you can do things. Of course, everybody's got a different setup. You may not have a grill outside, these type of things, but start thinking about how you can do these so you can keep using these masks. So again, this is Brian Armentrout with the Food Leadership Group. Thanks a lot.